And good evening and welcome to Peoria Heights High School. Some technical difficulties getting started, and it's going to be a 4 and out for the Peoria Heights Patriots. 9:39 to play here in the opening quarter. So it'll be 1st and 10 BPC after the turnover on downs from the Patriot 34-yard line. 9:39 to play here in the opening quarter. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Chris Frankhauser here with Jason Hulett on the camera from Peoria Heights School. In motion, Beekman. Love's going to hand off. Beekman's going to throw a halfback pass out to number 42. That is Tanner Pearson. It's going to be enough for a Spartan first down. Inside the 25 down to about the 22. We'll give Beekman 12 on the pass play. So 1st and 10 for BPC. And a penalty flag on the play is going to move it in favor of the Spartans. Did not see the preliminary signal, but they're going to mark off, it looks like, about 15 more. They're going to move it down to about the 7, we'll call it. 9:27 to play here in the first quarter. Love's going to go under center. Single setback is Lane Huffman. In motion again, Beekman. So I'm going to be a handoff left side to Huffman, and he does not have much running room to go. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage at best. A host of Patriots there on the stop for Peoria Heights. I'll call it 2nd and goal from the 7. 8:52 to play here in the first quarter. Spartans coming in at 3-1 on the season. The Peoria Heights Patriots at 1-3. Their lone win over West Central. Again, Love going to come under center. Clock rolling, 8:30 to play. Perelku and Beekman, receivers far side. Beekman in motion, near side. Going to be a keeper for Love. He's going to get across the 10, inside the 5, across the goal line, touchdown BPC. Talon Love, a 7-yard touchdown run, and puts the Spartans on top here early. 8:19 to play in the first quarter. See if BPC is going to line it up for 2. We've seen a lot with the high scores the last couple of weeks of Ozma Perelku and PATs, but looks like the Spartans are going to line it up and go for 2. We're having some problems with our scoreboard here as well, folks, so we'll try and get that updated as we can. The 2-point conversion is going to be no good. So with 8:19 to play here in the first quarter, it is a 6-0 lead in favor of BPC. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Ozma Perelku with a squib pick, going to be fielded up over on the far side by number To wait, Peoria Heights in red jerseys with blue numbers. Very hard to see from our distance up on the hillside here, but the Patriots going to start 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. They trail BPC 6-0. 8:19 to play here in the opening quarter. Can bear with us here, having some issues with our scoreboard and getting that updated. Try and get that working here throughout the evening. And first down carry. Looked like maybe the ball squirted out a little bit. Going to be minimal gain. .34 on the carry. Jaden Dominguez said, bear with us here because these numbers are very hard to read from this distance. So we'll call no gain. Well, gain of 3, they're going to mark it off. So second down at 7 for the Patriots. Called a short 8. 7:35 to play first quarter. And a motion near side, quick pitch outside. And that's going to go nowhere, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Is there a host of white jerseys on the stop? It's like the ball carrier, Dominguez again. And I'm going to say no gain. Carter Chambers, 55, the first man there for BPC. Down under 7 minutes to play. Third down and 8 for Peoria Heights. Yeah, they're going to give him maybe a yard on the carry. So we'll call it third down and 7. Ball just short of the Patriot 35-yard line. 6:45 and counting here first quarter. High formation, handoff second back. And it looks like maybe Dominguez again, not much there. A couple yards at best. Going to set up a fourth. And we'll call it maybe 4 for Peoria Heights. Ball at their own 36-yard line. Pierce. Ethan Pierce, 44 on the stop for BPC. Patriots are going to go for it here. Fourth down and 4. Shotgun formation, single back in the backfield. High snap. Be bootleg, and looks like he's going to have plenty for the first down and more as he's wrapped up by Beekman, but not before getting into Spartan territory. That's number 15 on the carry. Cameron Williams, the quarterback. That's going to move it from the Patriot 36 down to the BPC 43. 21 yards on the carry for Williams. So first and 10 again out of the shotgun, single back set for the Patriots. Handoff going to go to a new number. Not so sure that wasn't number 76.
Brought down by number 35, House Wayne.
Going to be a gain of about 3 on the play. Second and 7. We're down to 5:10 to play here in the first quarter. 6-0 lead for BPC. And off going to be the first back through. He's undercut right about the line of scrimmage by Lane Huffman. 76 is on the carry. That was Tim Lyon.
Tim Lyons on the carry. 54 Kramer tackle to bring up a third.
Third and about 4 for the Patriots. Down to 4:40 to play here in the opening quarter. Thanks for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Going to go I formation under center Williams. Snap. Going to be a quick pitch out to a nice open field tackle by Derek Willey. And that's going to be a loss at 2. The ball carrier was Dominguez. And that's going to be a 4th and 8 now for Peoria Heights. I expect that they would go for it again. 4:08 to play first quarter. 6-0 lead for the Spartans. Patriots break the huddle. Looks like they're going to line up an I formation. Williams is going to look to pass, has got some heat, gets the ball away, and off the fingertips of the extended receiver on the far side, Beekman on the coverage for BPC. Again, our apologies on the delay on some of these numbers. Peoria Heights with the blue jersey, red jerseys with the blue numbers, very hard to see. That was intended for number 23, Gabe Shaver. So turnover on downs back to BPC, 3:41 to play here first quarter, and BPC with their second offensive possession of the quarter. Love under center. Huffman, the lone, set back, two receivers near side. Going to be a handoff to Lane Huffman. He breaks a tackle, but a couple flags come in. I think we're going to get maybe a horse collar penalty on the Patriots. Also maybe in the area of a hold on BPC. Yep, it is going to be a personal foul on the Patriots. That'll make a move it into Patriot territory and make it a first down for BPC. 15-yard mark off. Going to put the Spartans at the Patriot 42-yard line with 3:34 to go here in this opening quarter. BPC going to come out shotgun now. Lone setback is Huffman with Love in the backfield. Love's going to take the snap, going to look to throw the southpaw. Under pressure, he's going to throw. He's got a man open and just over the outstretched hands of Osmond Perelku, number 8 for BPC. That'll stop the clock with 3:09 at a penalty flag in the backfield, and that's going to go against the Patriots as well for roughing the passer. So Peoria Heights not doing themselves any favors with 3 penalties for 45 yards here in this opening quarter. So that'll make another first down for BPC and move the ball inside the 30, down to the 27, we'll call it. First and 10, BPC, 3:09 to play, opening quarter. Under center, Love. Single back is Huffman. Going to hand it off, and Huffman's got a lot of room on this near side. He's got one man to beat. Gets the sidelines. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, BPC. 27 yards, Lane Huffman for the score for BPC to make it now a 12-0 lead for the Spartans. 3:01 to play here in the first quarter. A 27-yard run for Lane Huffman. And looks like BPC going to go for 2 again. Love under center, Perelku and Beekman near side. Lane Huffman, the lone setback in motion. Beekman will be fake the handoff to him. Huffman is not going to get to the goal line as he stopped just about a yard past the line of scrimmage, so the run fails. So 3:01 to play here in the first quarter, a 12-0 lead for BPC. And we'll be back in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Welcome back here to Peoria Heights High School. We are brought to you by our pre- and post-game show sponsors, JoJo's Gaming Parlor. They offer the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell and cheer the Spartans on to victory. Perelku with the approach. This is another squib kick towards the sideline. That one's going to go out of bounds. And bear with us here, folks. We're having some issues with our scoreboard. Try and work on getting that corrected. So Peoria Heights will have it 1st and 10 from their own 35. Again, having some issues with our scoreboard right now, so can't get it fixed. We may just take that completely down off of the screen, but it is a 12-0 lead for BPC. Peoria Heights 1st and 10, a nice run of about 5 or 6 yards. So that'll be a gain of about 5. So 2nd down and 5 for the Patriots. The ball at their own 41-yard line. Called a gain of 6, so 2nd and 4 from the 41. We're down to 2:25 to play here in the first quarter. And it'll be close to a 1st down on the carry for Peoria Heights.
Williams over the right edge for a gain of 6 and a 1st down.
Quarterback Karan Williams on the carry, and he's going to gain enough for the 1st down for the Patriots. So 1st and 10 for Peoria Heights. Handoff up the middle, not much there as there's a big pile of white jerseys. Dominguez on the carry, maybe a yard on the play. So we're down to 1:10 to play here in the first quarter. BPC on top, 12-0. 2nd down and 9 for Peoria Heights at their own 47-yard line. Need to get down to about the Spartan 44 for the 1st down. Williams in the shotgun, high snap, fakes the handoff, is going to keep himself, and he's going to be wrapped up from behind number 44, Ethan Pierce on the stop after a gain of about 3. That may be the last play of the opening quarters. We're down to 26 seconds. And having some issues with our scoreboard here, so we may just pull the scoreboard completely down as it is a 12-0 lead for BPC. Well, Patriots are going to line up for at least one more play. Down to 8, shotgun formation, 2-back set back in the backfield. Well, he's going to take it. Fakes the handoff, is going to keep himself, gets it across midfield. It's going to be about 3 yards short of the 1st down after a gain of about 3.
Tackled by number 1, Huffman, and number 3,
Beekman and Huffman on the stop. So after 1 quarter of play, it's BPC 12 and Peoria Heights nothing. We will be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH in just a moment.
Working at MDH feels special to me because I'm also from a small community like MDH, and I love to be able to care for communities like this and be able to give them high standards of excellence with medical care as possible. You know, some people like to take more of a medical approach to their care, some people like to take more of a holistic, and I just want to be able to make their plan of care as individualized as possible.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop. Because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
Back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, Peoria Heights this evening for Week 5 action. Chris Rakehauser here with you on TSSR Game Time Live. 4th and about 4 for the Patriots. Going to go shotgun formation, 2 setbacks. Williams going to look to throw under pressure. It's going to be corralled. Ethan Pierce back there, 44 with the pressure for BPC as that ball is going to come up short of the intended receiver. BPC is going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line. 11:54 to play here in the opening half. A 12-0 lead for BPC. Love's going to take the handoff and hand off to Huffman, and Huffman lost it. I think Peoria Heights is on the football. Yep, it is Peoria Heights Patriot football, and they'll take over on the turnover at the about the original line of scrimmage for BPC. I'm going to move it up a little bit closer to the 45, so we'll call it the 46. 53 on the recovery for Peoria Heights, Darian Jones. $12-0 again in favor of BPC. Shotgun formation for Williams. He's looking to throw. He's got a man open downfield, and it's caught. A touchdown saving tackle by Osmond Perelku. No, that was Willie. Number 2, I think that was Finn Heath on the catch. That's going to take it from the 46 down to the 14. 32 yards on the pass play for Peoria Heights, and they're set up 1st and 10 at the Spartan 14. 11:38 clock counting. High formation. BPC going to show some pressure up the middle, and it's going to be a gain of a couple on the play. Lions on the carry. He's going to get about 5. So a 2nd and about 5, we'll call it, from the BPC 10. They call it the 9-yard line. 11:05 to play here, first half. BPC on top, 12-0. And there's all sorts of movement. It looked like the end on the far side for Peoria Heights moved first, and then Ethan Pierce moved on that same side for BPC, but I think that's going to be another penalty on Peoria Heights. False start. Oh, they're calling it on BPC. So the offside should make it a 1st and goal, or very close to it, for Peoria Heights. Going to be 2nd and less than a yard. .10:40 to play here, first half. Ball nose of the football just inside the BPC 5. High formation. Handoff is going to, nope, it's going to be the quarterback. Can he get the corner? He will. Touchdown, Peoria Heights. Williams in from 5 yards out. Williams, 5-yard run for Peoria Heights makes it a 12-6 lead for BPC. Score coming with 10:26 to play here in the opening half. One's going to look to pass, is wrapped up, and the ball short hopped the intended receiver. So the 2-point fails. So with 10:26 to play, is a 12-6 lead in favor of BPC. We'll keep it right here. We can tell you about Raritan State Bank. Bushnell branch located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell. They offer full-service banking and loan services for all your banking needs. Come visit the bank at friendly service or call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center is equal housing lender and member FDIC. Also brought to you by King Family Chiropractic. With locations in Bushnell and Macomb, they support Bushnell-Prairie City Athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Bushnell Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. To set an appointment, call 309-837-MyDC. They also perform DOT and CDL physicals for just $85. 12-6 the score in favor of BPC. It's like Perelku and De'Aaron Thomas back for BPC. I'm going to do a little squib kick, and BPC is going to get on the football. That was Lane Huffman. And the Spartans going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Again, thanks for tuning in here to BPC football tonight here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Chris Schrankhauser with Jason Hulett on the camera this evening. Lots of action here on TSSR Game Time Live tonight. 5 football games. Try and get you some score updates here at halftime and some of the area scores and the 8-man schedule as well. Love under center, going to roll out. Southpaw throws. He's got a man open. That's number 42 on the far side. That's Tanner Pierce again. And that's going to be into Patriot territory inside the 40 to the 39. 16 yards on the pass from Love to Pierce. Another BPC first down, 1st and 10 from the Patriot 46-yard line. Actually, inside the 40, I should take that 39-yard line. 10 minutes to play. Empty set with Love in the shotgun for BPC. Huffman in motion from the near side. Low snap. It's going to be a dump off again. 42 Pierce. He's going to lower the shoulder and pick up a couple extra yards. Gain of about 8 on the pass play.
Number 31, Alex Simmons on the tackle.
I'm going to give him about 6 on the pass. So 2nd down and 4, 9:30 to play the first half. 12-6 in favor of BPC. And that is going to be Huffman, I believe, on the carry far side. Penalty flags again fly. Well, and that's going to come back on BPC for a legal block in the back. So 2nd down and about 9 for BPC. Ball back to the 39-yard line. Love going to fake the handoffs under. Quick pressure gets it off. Intended receiver Pierce, but not any time to really set and throw on that pass play. So that'll stop the clock with 8:39 to play. 3rd down and 9 for BPC. 3rd down and 9. Going to send 3 receivers far side. Huffman, Beekman, and Prelku. Love going to take the shotgun snap. Low snaps, just going to take off with it. Looks downfield. He's got a man open, overshoots Lane Huffman on the play. So it'll be a 4th and 9 for BPC. Clock stops at 8:32 to play here in the first half. Again, having some issues with our scoreboard right now. I'm going to try and see if we can get that working at some point. If we cannot, we will just take the score down. BPC going to go for it. Love, shotgun snap. Out of pressure, looking downfield, just going to take off and run with it. And Love's going to be close to a first down. I think he got it as he bowled over a man right at the 30-yard line. Peoria Heights is saying that he's short. I think it's all going to depend on the spot here, but it looked like he got across the 30. That should be enough for a BPC first down. First down, BPC.
That'll be a first down for the Spartans.
So 1st and 10 for BPC. Going to send 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Love out of the shotgun. Huffman, the near receiver, in motion now for BPC. I was going to take the snap, going to dump it off again. There's Pierce. Down to about the 25-yard line, a gain of 4 or 5. And having some issues with our scoreboard, so we will keep trying to get that working. If we cannot, we will just take that down here in a moment. Down to 7:10 to play first half, 12-6 in favor of BPC. Love again in shotgun. Huffman in motion, going to be a quick handoff. Double handoff from Huffman to Beekman, and he's got some room on this near side across the 20. And he's going to be knocked down short of the 15-yard line. That's going to be a first down. Double handoff. Lane Huffman getting the original handoff from Talon Love and handing off to Beekman, and that's going to be enough for a first down. 1st and 10 BPC. Ball inside the 20 at about the 17, we'll call it. Under center, single back. Huffman going to get the handoff, go right side. He's across the 15, down close to the 10-yard line before he gets knocked out of bounds. Clock down to 6:05 to play.
Number 1, Huffman with the carry. Number 2, he's on the tackle. That'll bring up 2nd down and 4.
Gain of 6 for Huffman. 5:40 to play first half, 12-6 in favor of BPC. They've got it 2nd and 4 from the Patriot 11. And timeout taken by Peoria Heights. And with that, we will step aside and we'll be back here at Peoria Heights High School on TSSR Game Time Live in just a moment.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
Back here at Peoria Heights High School, 2nd and 4 for BPC for the Patriot 11. Shotgun formation, Love going to take the snap, handoff, Lane Huffman going to stop, cut back, cuts inside, going to get maybe a yard or two on the play.
Stopped by a host of Patriots. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 3.
So it'll be a 3rd and 3 for BPC, down to 5:10 to play. First half, 12-6 in favor of the Spartans. Spartan's going to break the huddle and send 2 to the near side. Love going to go under center. Lone set back, Lane Huffman, Perelku, and Beekman near side. Beekman in motion. He's going to take the handoff, nearly dropped it. And he's going to get enough inside the 10, it looks like, or inside the 5. Should have enough for a BPC first down. Yep, it will be 1st and goal, BPC. See where they mark the ball. At about the 6-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 6. 1st and goal, 4:24 to play here in the first half. Come out, shotgun formation, single setback as Lane Huffman. Beekman and Perelko, your receivers. Snap, fake the handoff. No, handoff to Huffman. Huffman's across the goal line, touchdown BPC. So with 3:53 to play, first half. Huffman from 6 yards out makes it a 18-6 lead in favor of BPC. And we're going to get a PAT attempt out of Osmond Perelku. Carter Chambers, the snapper. Brock Beekman, your holder. Snap, hold down, kick is on the way, and it is blocked. So with 3:53 to play in the first half, it is a 18-6 lead in favor of BPC. We'll be back here at Peoria High School on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
And we're back here at Peoria Heights High School. Perelku with the ball teed up for BPC. Approach, and this is going to be a low squibbing kick that's again going to go out of bounds. So the Patriots will be a 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. We can tell you about some more of our great sponsors here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. They include Rosie's Pizza. They offer something for everyone with pasta, sandwiches, and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. Again, having some problems with our scoreboard right now. Second quarter, 3:52 to play. Long pass, nearly, and it is going to be intercepted by Willie. The intended receiver slipped right at about midfield, and it was Willie or incomplete, as there was no one within 10 to 15 yards of that ball but Willie, and he's going to come up with the interception. BPC is going to get right back. 1st and 10 from their own 40 with 3:30. The clock should have stopped on the. They're going to stop it now with 3:28 to play. Official talking over something with BPC in the huddle. So it will be 1st and 10 for the Spartans. The ball at their own 40-yard line. Love going to go shotgun formation. Up on the lone setback. Going to be a quarterback keeper bootleg near side. Love across the 45, out of bounds near the 1st down marker at the 50-yard line. Going to be probably a yard or two short, it looks like. We'll have to see. They spot that ball. That's awfully close to 1st down for BPC. Oh, and now we're going to get a sports sideline warning or penalty on the head coach of Peoria Heights. Coach Parker, I believe. Kendall Parker going to be flagged for the penalty. That's going to move it down 15 yards from midfield to the Patriot 35-yard line. So 1st and 10 for BPC. Single back set. Love under center. Hand off to Huffman. He's going to bounce it out. Tripped up after about a 5 or 6 yard gain. And down to 2:55 to play. 18-6 in favor of BPC. Second down and 6 for the Spartans. Love gets the play from the sidelines. Going to come out 2 receivers near side, again under center. Prelku and Beekman near side. Lane Huffman, the lone setback. Love going to hand off to Huffman near side. He's going to get the corner. Now he may be gone. Touchdown, Lane Huffman of BPC, 31 yards. Huffman's 3rd of the first half. And it's now a 24-6 lead for BPC. That score accompanied with 2:11 to play here in the first half. We'll see if BPC is going to line it up for 2 this time. Looks like they will. Send Beekman and Prelku near side. Shotgun formation. Lane Huffman, the lone setback with Love. Love going to take the snap. It's going to be run, and he's going to walk across the goal line to make it a 26-6 lead for BPC. We've got 2:11 to play here in the first. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live in 60 seconds.
Working at MDH feels special to me because I'm also from a small community like MDH, and I love to be able to care for communities like this and be able to give them high standards of excellence with medical care as possible. You know, some people like to take more of a medical approach to their care. Some people like to take more of a holistic. And I just want to be able to make their plan of care as individualized as possible.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
Progu with the approach. This is going to be a deep kick, and that one's going to bound into the end zone barely for a touchback for Peoria Heights. So Peoria Heights will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. 2:11 to play. BPC on top by 20, 26-6. Is homecoming here at Peoria Heights. They're going to take a timeout, so will we. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
Back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, also brought to you by Farmers and Merchants State Bank of Bushnell. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchants State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community's needs for personal and business banking, as well as home and agricultural lending. And its trusted department stopped by the main branch at 484 East Main, as BPC is going to jump offside, I think. Nope, false start on the Patriots, so a 5-yard mark off, make it 1st and 15. Farmers Merchant State Bank, you can stop by their main branch at 484 East Main Street or their drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. Farmers Merchant is member FDIC and equal housing lender. Williams going to be in the shotgun, single back set, high snap, going to fake the handoff, going to keep it himself. Good pursuit by BPC and a nice big hit over on the far side. Nate Kramer, I believe, on the hit for BPC after a gain of maybe 2 for the Patriots, and we're down under 2 minutes to play. 150 here in the opening half, 26-6 in favor of BPC. And it is Peoria Heights homecoming tonight, so we'll probably have a little longer homecoming this evening, or halftime. He's going to roll, look, pressure. He's going to be brought down in the backfield. A whole host of BPC white jerseys there. Let's see who comes out of there.
Williams was sacked by 3 Spartans. First to get there is number 42.
Taylor Pierce, I think Carter Chambers maybe there, 55 for BPC as well. So that's going to make it a 3rd and 17 as we're down under a minute to play, 58 seconds to play. Spartans on top by 20 again, 26-6. Having issues again with our scoreboard. We'll try and get that fixed for you at halftime. Comes under center, going to hand off lead back through. And he's going to get back to almost the original line of scrimmage of the 20-yard line. Set up a 4th and almost 10. Called 4th and 10 for the Patriots. And they've yet to punt the ball this evening. I don't know if they've got somebody that can punt this deep. You would think with 15 seconds, the clock keep ticking down. If I was BPC, maybe take a timeout and see if you can get another play or two in before the half. But it doesn't look like they're going to, as the clock down to 5, 4, and I don't think Peoria Heights is going to have to run another play, and they will not. So we're going to head to halftime at 26-6 in favor of BPC. We're going to step aside for a couple moments, and we'll be back in just a little bit.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop. Because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
And back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH at the half, and we're sharing headphones tonight. So we've got Coach Borders up here at the halftime break, and Coach, all in all, not a bad half for BPC. You know, we're used to seeing the 50, 60 points at this point the last couple of weeks, but you know, a scrappy Peoria Heights club, and you know, a lead 26-20 here on their homecoming.
Yeah, Chris, you know, we watched film on them this week, and, you know, we knew they had some athletes, and we knew that this was not going to be, you know, the games that we had the last 2 weeks. We knew we were going to have to work, we were going to have to do our assignments, and as you saw there for the first quarter, it was kind of a fight back and forth, but there towards the end, you just saw with the attrition and our defense just finally making the reads. Willie making another great interception here to get the ball back, and then I think that drive that we sustained from the beginning of the second quarter took up, 7-8 minutes of the quarter, and you know, I think that was actually a big kind of bloated them after they came and scored, and then we just drove it down the field on them.
Yeah, and it just after that, they looked like they really didn't get much going offensively. You guys kind of clicked on, and you know, ho-hum, Lane Huffman just 3 touchdowns here at the end of the first half. Yeah,
Lane's going to do what Lane's going to do. I mean, he doesn't have the yardage that he has had the previous games, but you know, he's going to come out, he's going to run hard. It's a battle this week. Like we said, they've got some big guys up front. They've got some athletes, and we've had to figure out what's going to work and what doesn't.
And one guy that I saw that has gotten into the passing game was Tanner Pierce tonight. That play's been open 3 or 4 times for BPC.
Yeah, we've noticed they're kind of keying on a few players, so we're able to have that wide open pass there to him.
All right, Coach. Well, we'll let you get down with the team. We'll talk to you guys later. Coach Jeff Borders here at halftime here at Peoria Heights, as it is a 26-6 lead at the half for BPC. As we can read through some of our sponsors here, and Jason, if you need to get in there and do something on the try and get this scoreboard working for us. I would just take it off the screen since we're having problems with it. And we apologize, our scoreboard's having some, I think, more operator issues than the scoreboard itself thing, but thank you, Jason, for getting that taken care of for us, as we can tell you about some more of those great sponsors for BPC Sports here on TSSR Game Time Live, including Heil Enterprises, Heil Trucking. They can take your product down the road near or far and offers top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. Second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC Athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis at Route 41 South at Prairie City, or call them at 309-775-3333. Also brought to you by Bushnell's only furniture store. That's M&B Furniture. They are a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles for everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one. Stop and see the fine folks at 41 West Main Street, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at mnbfurniturinc.com. You can also call them at 7-7-2, 21-11. Also, Western Illinois University. At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in because purple stands out at WIU. There's a limitless potential with campuses in Macomb, Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out. Also brought to you by Midwest Ice. Do you need ice for your upcoming event? Look no further. Midwest Ice has you covered. Midwest Ice is Central Illinois' new ice delivery service. They deliver ice directly to your event. Give Blaine Wrench a call at 309-351-8192 for a quote today. And also brought to you by the Sports Corner at 124, Macomb's original local sports bar. Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live events at Sports Corner at 124, or while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. And 26-6 lead for BPC here at the half.
In second place, the juniors. And in first place, the freshmen. The overall winners after all 6 homecoming activities. In second place,
Again, halftime here at Peoria Heights. Homecoming for the Patriots tonight, and they trail 26-6. We're going to step aside for a few moments, and we'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards, or like circles, or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
Back here at Peoria Heights High School, it is halftime for the contest between the Spartans and the Patriots. Homecoming here. As BPC, 3 touchdowns for Lane Huffman in the first half. Let's see if we can get some area scores we can pass along to folks. At the half, it is Breeze Matter Day on top of Macomb, 24-6. see what else, if we can get anything else to pull up or not. It doesn't look like it. A lot of scores from last week. Flanagan on top of St. Anne's, 21-0 in the second quarter. Flanagan will be the opponent 2 weeks from tonight for senior night at BPC. Other finals, other scores, it looks like this one says it's already gone final. West Central 56, Galva 6. Getting a lot of Peoria area scores since we're in the Peoria area. So that looks like about it for scores from around our area back in West Central Illinois in the McDonough County area. Can't tell you about our 8-man schedule, and of course you can catch the West Prairie game tonight as they are hosting 3-1 South Fork. Cyclones coming in ranked number 7 in 8-man. The big game of the night, number 1 Amboy 4-0 travels to number 4 Ridgewoods, who's 3-1. Number 2 Milledgeville hosting Kirkland. Number 3 Polo at 3-1 on the road at River Ridge 2-2. St. Thomas More, the 5th-ranked team in the Class 8, our 8-man football, already picked up a win by forfeit over Danville Schlarman. Number 6 South Beloit hosting Peoria Quest. Martinsville hosting number 8, Martinsville hosting number 9 Pawnee, both a battle of 3-1 teams. Number 10 Milford at 2-2 hosting Blue Ridge. Out in Hebron hosting Orangeville. As we said earlier, Flanagan hosting St. Anne's, Rockford Christian Life at AFC. Decatur Unity and Metro East, and we had that Galva West Central score as a final already, with the Heat picking up their first one of the season. And we are at halftime here at Peoria Heights. 26-6 in favor of BPC. We can run down our scoring summary for you, as it was a Talon Love 7-yard touchdown run at the 8:19 mark of the first quarter, making it a 6-0 lead in favor of BPC. Huffman would tack on a score to make it a 12-0 lead at the end of one. This one for Lane, 27-yard run. The 2-point conversion run was no good. Peoria Heights gets on the scoreboard on a Williams 5-yard touchdown run. The pass was no good, 12-6. That score coming with 10:26 to play in the first half. Then Lane Huffman with the first of 2 touchdowns in the second quarter. Huffman on a 6-yard touchdown run. The PAT attempt was blocked that point, 18-6. And then with 2:11, it was Huffman on a 31-yard touchdown run. Talon Love on the 2-point conversion run, making it 26-6 here at the half. As we've got about 7.5, a little under 7.5 minutes to play on the halftime clock. We're going to step aside for a few more commercials, and we'll be back in just a couple moments.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards, or like circles, or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
Back here at Peoria Heights High School, 26-6 at the half in favor of BPC. About 4 minutes left on the halftime clock. Running down our schedule for the remainder of the regular season for BPC. They will take the trip over to Biggsville next Friday night, short trip, and take on the West Central Heat. The Heat picking up their first win of the year over Galva this evening. Of course, the Heat, the defending 8-man state champions, a lot of lost graduation, and congratulations to them for picking up their first win of the season. Then in 2 weeks, as we mentioned earlier, Spartans will be back home for the final time of the regular season as they will take on the Falcons of Flanagan for senior night. That is 2 weeks from tonight. And then a Saturday game on, I believe it is October 14th. Spartans will make the trip up to Ridgewood. So that a 1 o'clock kickoff, I believe, on that Saturday afternoon. And then ending the year with a long road trip up to Milledgeville. Rockets, or the Missiles, number 2 ranked and 4-0 on the season thus far. And that will wrap up the regular season as BPC finishing up with 4 of their last 5 on the road after a 3-game home stretch. Again, 26-6, favor of BPC here at the half. Again, you're joining us late. We're having some issues with our scoreboard, so we'll just have to give the score through audio and not have the scoreboard up this evening. We apologize for that. More operator error than anything, but we'll get through. We're going to step aside, and we'll be back again here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH in just a couple of moments.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
Back here at Peoria Heights High School, 26-6 in favor of BPC at the break. You see no time on the halftime clock, but don't see either team yet coming to the field. I see BPC, or the officials over on the BPC sidelines, talking with the coaching staff, Coach Sisler, and did give Coach Sisler the option of coming up or not coming up here after the game, as it is quite the hike up the hill here, and said he would see, but hopefully we'll get a chance maybe to talk to him for a couple moments after this one. Again, Lane Huffman with 3 touchdowns here in the opening half for BPC. Talon Love with 1 on the ground to actually started the scoring for BPC, and they're going to put 2 and 3 minutes back on the clock, as you can see. So we're going to step aside, and we'll be back with the second half here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MD.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Working at MDH feels special to me because I'm also from a small community like MDH, and I love to be able to care for communities like this and be able to give them high standards of excellence with medical care as possible. You know, some people like to take more of a medical approach to their care, some people like to take more of a holistic, and I just want to be able to make their plan of care as individualized as possible.
Back here at Peoria Heights High School, as you can see the Spartans coming onto the field as we're just about set for second half action. BPC again on top, 26-6. Spartans will start with the football here in the second half. Proku and Thomas back at about the 30. All right, so their lone kick after their scorer squib kick. It looks like number Augie Coleman to kick it away for the Patriots. Approach, and it's going to be a little pooch kick fielded by Thomas at about the 26-27. Runs into Perelku and won't make it across the, gets across the 35, short of the 40 at about the 38. Yeah, looks like maybe we got a Patriot player shaken up.
Number 5, Thomas with the return.
31. Alex Simmons, a junior, down for the Patriots. We're going to step aside for a couple moments, and we'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
And back here at Peoria Heights High School, the young man, I believe number 31, Alex Simmons, helped off the field. BPC is going to start 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. Again, having some issues with our scoreboard this evening, so we have taken that down. 26-6 in favor of BPC. Love's going to go under center. Single setback is Huffman. Peralku and Beekman to the far side. Beekman in motion. Set it tight end. Love going to hand off to Huffman. Hard running across the 40 to about the 41-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. I'll call it a gain of 4. So 2nd and 6 for BPC. Ball across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Just underway second half, 11:25 to go. Third quarter. Again, shotgun, Huffman the lone setback. Be a handoff again to Huffman, and good pursuit this time by Peoria Heights. This is going to be a loss back across the 35, and a late flag comes in again. Are we going to get a unsportsmanlike on Peoria Heights? Nope, on BPC. It's going to be a unsportsmanlike on BPC for move it back to the 31-yard line. 3rd and about 17 for BPC. Is Love going to go shotgun, single running back. That's Huffman. Beekman and Peralku on the far side. Low snap. Love's going to throw. He's got a man open. It's Peralku, and he's going to be brought down across the 35 at about the Patriot 34-yard line, 33-yard line, we'll call it. And a first down for BPC. On a 45-yard pass play from Love to Peralku on 3rd and 17. Gives the Spartans a first down, 10:20 in the clock. Continuing to roll down here. Third quarter, 26-6 in favor of the Spartans. Shotgun formation, Love. Again, Huffman the lone setback. Hand off, Huffman's going to get past the initial tackles. Got some room on the far sidelines. He's going to be across the 25, out of bounds near the 20. He's going to have enough for a BPC first down. Clock going to stop, 9:56 to play as they set the chains. It is going to be 1st and 10, BPC right at the 20-yard line of Peoria Heights. First and 10 Spartans at the Patriot 20-yard line. Peralku and Beekman near side this time. Under center, Huffman the lone setback. Love's going to hand it off. Huffman's got some room. Slipped a little bit. It's going to go out of bounds at about the 15. And with this football field sitting down low in a kind of a bowl, we're getting some dew and some moisture issues on the field. Is Huffman, that's the 2nd or 3rd time he's lost his footing. He is going to pick up about 5 yards on the play. 2nd down and 5 for BPC. Those are the football right at the Patriot 15-yard line. 9:10 to play. Third quarter, 26-6 in favor of BPC. Beekman and Peralku Split near side, under center. Loves Lane Huffman, the lone setback. Gonna fake the handoff, gonna bootleg out, gonna throw. He's got a man wide open. It's Beekman, touchdown BPC. Pretty pass from Love to Beekman. So a 15-yard touchdown pass from Love to Beekman. And it looks like BPC going to line it up 4-2. Shotgun. Love going to keep it this time. He's going to turn the corner and get across the goal line. Makes it a 34-6 lead in favor of BPC. 8:43 to play here in the third quarter. We'll be back in just a moment.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And we're back here at Peoria Heights. Brelko kick's going to go out of bounds again. That's the third time tonight that has happened. And Peoria Heights going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 35. Again, 34-6 in favor of BPC. 8:43 to play here in the third quarter. Thanks for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Chris Frankhauser here along with Jason Hulett running the camera for us this evening. Shotgun formation for Williams and the Patriots. The late handoff to the second back, and he's going to be up across the 37 near the 39. We'll call it a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6. 28-point lead for BPC here, about 8:20 to go here on the third quarter clock. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper, and it's going nowhere but backwards. 44 in there on the hit. Ethan Pierce through BPC. That's going to be a loss of 5. I got to spot that better than I thought. It's going to be a loss of about 3 or so, 4 on the play. So 3rd down and 9 for Peoria Heights. 7:35 to play third quarter, 34-6 in favor of BPC. Williams, shotgun formation, single back set for the Patriots. Going to do a double handoff reverse, and that's not going to get much either. There's a host of white jerseys here on the near side. I see Beekman, Lane Huffman on the stop after a gain of about 2. Number 2 on the carry. It looked like Coleman, I believe. So 4th down and about 7 for the Patriots. They're going to go for it again. Down 28, 34-6, down to 6:40 to play here at third quarter. One's going to look to throw. He's got a man open, dumps it off. It's going to be enough for a first down as Lane Huffman brings him down at about the 50-yard line. I think that was Dominguez, number 34 on the catch. So 1st and 10 for the Patriots, the ball right at midfield. 6:05 to play here, third quarter. Quickly played game this one, just about 8:30 here on a Friday night. Thanks again for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live. Williams going to take the snap, looks to throw again. He's getting all sorts of heat. He's going to break containment and get it back to the line of scrimmage, pick up a yard or two, but some big hits over there by BPC. 56. 55, Carter Chambers, I believe. One of the Spartans there on the stop for BPC. Second and 9 for the Patriots. The ball at the Spartan 49-yard line. Shotgun formation, 2 backs in the backfield. Williams, handoff. Dominguez, a nice run for Dominguez across the 40 down to, or 45 down to the 44. Called a gain of 5 on the play. Third and about 5, we'll call it. Ball at the BPC, we'll call it 4. Ball at the BPC 44. Looks like they need to get just across the 40 for the first down. We're down to 4:30 to play here, third quarter. 34-6 in favor of BPC. Gonna go I formation. Williams, snap, gonna bootleg near side, and is gonna get a couple on the play. Pierce again, as well as host of white jerseys for BPC. Going to set up a 4th and about 3. Ball at the Spartan 43-yard line, we'll call it. Again, Patriots need to get just across the 40 to pick up the first down. Patriots break the huddle, 3:35 to play here, third quarter. 4th and 3. Shotgun. Look to throws, got some pressure, and is going to be brought down short. No, he's still fighting. He gets close, but going to come up about a yard short. Chambers, Lane Huffman there for BPC as well on the stop, and it is going to be a turnover on downs. So BPC will take over 1st and 10 on the turnover on downs with 3:18 to play. 28-point lead for the Spartans, 34-6. Spartans coming to the line of scrimmage. Going to be Love under center. Huffman in the backfield. Going to send Beekman in motion. Sets up at a tight end spot. Love's going to take the hand off to Huffman. Huffman gets the corner. He's across the 50, 45, 40. Cuts it back. Across the 30. He's gone. Maybe gone. He is gone. Touchdown BPC. 57 yards for Lane Huffman. And that makes it a 40-6 lead for the Spartans. That score coming with 3:04 to play here in the third quarter. 57 yards. Huffman with runs of 27, 6, 31, and now 57 yard as Peoria going to line it up for the extra point, and some confusion is getting the end on the far side down. Beekman the hold. Snap, kicks down. The kick's going to be tipped at the line of scrimmage. No good. So with 3:04 to play, it's now a 34-point lead for BPC, 40-6. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live in just a moment.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop. Because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
Back here at Peoria Heights High School, TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. 40-6 in favor of BPC, 3:04 to play here in the third quarter. Peoria is going to tee it up again. This is going to be a nice high kick, going to back up the return to about the 3. Across the 5-10, going to come near side, breaks it far side. He's got some room. Across the 40, 45, 50. Peoria going to chase him down on the far sidelines and knock him out of bounds inside the 45 of Spartan territory. And we've seen Osmond Peoria a lot of tackles on kicks, and this time he saves a touchdown for BPC. Patriots will have it 1st and 10 at the BPC 43-yard line, 2:49 to play here, third quarter. Looked like BPC had good containment on the down deep, but Turner able to get outside, and a great return for the Patriots. Sets them up in good field possession. Again at the BPC 43, we're down to 2:49 to play, third quarter. Spartans with a 34-point lead, 40-6. High formation. Hand off second back through. A nice open tackle around the legs by Brock Beekman after a gain of a couple on the play up to, called a gain of 3 up to the 40. 2nd and 7 for Peoria Heights. Second and 7 for the Patriots, down to 2:10 to play here, third quarter. Break the huddle, shotgun formation, 2 backs in the backfield with Williams. Takes a snap, looks, pump fakes, got a man open downfield, and a great recovery and pass deflection by Mr. Woolley. And that'll stop the clock with the incomplete pass. 1:55 to play. 3rd down and 7 for the Patriots. Third and 7 for Peoria Heights. The ball at the BPC 40. Going to send a receiver far side to near side. Empty backfield in the shotgun for Williams. One receiver both sides. Now I'm going to send Dominguez in motion. Williams got to take snaps, got a man open. And again, coverage by Willie. I don't think he actually even got a hand on it, just went through his hands. And that'll set up a 4th and 7 for the Patriots. 1:48 to play now in the third quarter. So 4th and 7 for Peoria Heights. The ball at the BPC 40. Coleman bringing in the play from the sidelines from Coach Parker for the Patriots. Going to go I formation. Fake the handoff, and in the backfield, and the pass nearly intercepted. Ethan Pierce, 44 with the hit. Williams never even able to get set to throw the football, and the Spartans are going to take over on downs again. 1st and 10 from their own 40 with a minute 42 and up 34. Again, if BPC can get another touchdown on the board, we will have the 40-point rule continual clock in effect. BPC again, 1st and 10 from their own 40, a minute 42 to play. Up 40-6. Beekman comes, sets to the tight end position, handoff Huffman. Huffman across the 50, he's gone again, touchdown BPC, 60 yards for Lane Huffman. That score coming with a minute 32 to play. Minute 31 now as one more second ticks off the clock. That makes it a 46-6 lead in favor of the Spartans. We're line up for the PAT again. Beekman, your holder. Peroku. Good snap. Kick again is blocked as BPC not getting any blocking on the outside, and Peoria Heights is coming in untouched. But the main thing is BPC adds 6 more, makes it a 40-point game in favor of the Spartans. 46-6, 1:31 to play. We'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH in just a moment.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
Back here at Peoria Heights High School on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 1:31 to play, third quarter, 46-6 in favor of BPC. Huffman touchdown runs at 27, 6, 31, 57, and 60. After his 7 touchdown performance last week, 6 on the ground. Peroku, a high end-over-end kick, going to be fielded on the run at about the 15. The ball loose. It's still loose and finally picked up by Peoria Heights as it was number 6, Parker Guppy, down there for BPC, and nearly had a shot at getting on that football for the Spartans. 46-6 as we're down to 1:05 to play, third quarter. It's number 23 coming in late. That would be Gabe Shaver for the Patriots. 1st and 10, Peoria Heights from their own 27, high formation. And a bobbled snap, broken play, and Williams going to make something out of it as he's going to get a couple of yards. Hughes on the stop for BPC, down to 30 seconds to play, third quarter. Clock down to 15 seconds now. Let's see if the Patriots can get one more play off before the end of the quarter. 2nd and 8 from their own 29. 2-back set, shotgun formation. Snap, going to be a quarterback keeper. Not much there off the right side as that will be the final play of the third quarter, as Hughes on the stop again, number 7 for BPC, as we're going to head to quarter number 4 with the Spartans on top by 46-6. We'll be back in just a moment.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
We're back here at Peoria Heights High School, 46-6 in favor of BPC. The Patriots have it 3rd down and 9. Shotgun formation, single back set, snap, handoff. And that's going to be a loss of a couple of yards. Kramer in there for BPC. Also, Pierce. Again, continual clock here for BPC as they're up 46-6, 11:40 to play in the contest. 4th and 10 for the Patriots. Looks like maybe this time are we going to actually see a punt? Yes. It appears that way anyway. As Beekman going to go back at about his own 45, keeps going back closer to the 40. Can't make out the number of the punter on the low snap. And the kick is blocked. And BPC is going to get on the loose football. 55, Carter Chambers on the recovery for BPC. So BPC going to have it 1st and 10 inside the 25 of, actually right at the 20-yard line, it looks like. 15-yard line, my mistake. So 1st and 10 for BPC from the Patriot 15. Again, running clock, 46-6 in favor of the Spartans here in the 4th quarter. Going to send Relku to the far side. New back is number 6, Parker Guppy. Loving the shotgun. Going to hand off to Guppy, and Guppy's going to not go anywhere and lose some yardage, about 3 or 4 on the play. Take your pick, as there was about 5 or 6 red jerseys there on the stop for the Patriots. Let's see, number 7. Gary Hughes check into the ball game for BPC. Going to go under center, Love. 2 receivers near side. Beekman in motion, now going to set the tight end spot. Like almost too early a movement, and that's Guppy on the carry, and he's got some positive yardage up across the 15, back to the original line of scrimmage. Down to about the 14, we'll call it. So a 3rd down and about 8 for BPC. We'll call it 3rd and 9. So move the down marker back a yard. 9-10 to play. 46-6 in favor of the Spartans. See Guppy going to check out, number 6. And we had a penalty on BPC, so they're going to move it back. Play, no play. Illegal motion or illegal shift on BPC, so 2nd down and 14. Love going to hand off, new back in. That's number 26, Landon Chambers. And he's got close to 1st down. He's inside the 10. So it'll be a 3rd down and 2 for BPC. Clock continuing to tick down. 8:10 to play. 4th quarter. It's like Chambers in the backfield again. The lone setback. Love under center. Want to give it to Chambers, and I think we're going to be about a yard short, maybe a yard on the play. They're not even moving the down marker, so we'll call it 4th. Well, they do. I should wait a couple of seconds before I say where the down marker is. So 4th and 1 for BPC. Ball at the Patriots 7. See Guppy, I think, back into the backfield. A couple nice runs there for Chambers. 7:15 to play. 46-6 in favor of BPC. We see Xander Jones and Parelko split far side. Guppy in the backfield is Love under center. Going to send Jones in motion. We got a false start as Jones and Hughes here on the near side in motion at the same time. So that'll be a 5-yard mark off on the Spartans. It's going to make it a 4th and about 6 for BPC. Down to 6:45 to play. Spartans on top by 40, 46-6. Shotgun formation. That might be Jones in the backfield, and Love's going to keep it. That's Guppy, and BPC not going to get anything out of that play. Is Love's going to pick up maybe a yard or 2, so turnover and downs for BPC. Gives it back to the Patriots with 6 minutes, under 6 to play now, 5:55. Again, running clock, 46-6 in favor of BPC. (46-6) in favor of the Spartans. We see some new numbers in on defense as well. Williams under center. Handoff going to be to Dominguez on the carry, a gain of a couple. Second and 8 for the Patriots, down to 4:50 to play. And off, I think that is number 3 this time. Augie Coleman. Nope, Dominguez on the carry again. He's going to pick up another 3 or 4 yards and make it a 3rd down and about 3. Under 4:30 to play now. 46-6 in favor of BPC. BPC going to move to 4-1 on the season with the victory here tonight. Williams under center. And we're going to get BPC jumping offside, number 60. Braxton Scump, like one of the linemen up front that jumped. Several of them moved. Seeing some new numbers come in. As we see Carter Chambers, Derek Willie check off the field. Let's see who else we've got in there now. And we're going to get another line of offsides on BPC. I think that on Parker Guppy here on the near side. Trying to make out some of the new numbers down there. I think Chambers might be in there, 26 on defense. Do you see Deron Thomas, number 5 out there for BPC. Ball loose, and I think BPC's going to get on it. No signal yet. BPC has it. Either number 60, Kemp, or 6, Parker Braxton Kemp on the recovery. It's either him or Guppy. The P announcer says it was Kemp. So BPC's got it with 2:30 and counting. 1st and 10 from the Patriots. 32-yard line, we'll call it. Seeing some new numbers in, new quarterback. That's going to be Derek Willie. Check into the ball game. Still going to have Peroku. It looks like Jones the far side. Your setback. I believe that's Guppy. Number 6, it is Guppy. And Guppy's got nowhere to go. Will lose a couple of yards. Down to minute 50 and counting. Call a loss of 3, 2nd and 13. Down to minute 20 to play. PBC going to have to hustle up and get a playoff here. Still not set. Well, he's going to take the snap, hand off. That's Guppy, and he breaks some tackles. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be about it. 3rd down and about 13 as we're down under a minute to play. 55 seconds to go. 46-6 in favor of BPC. So BPC going to move again to 4-1. Peoria's going to drop to 1-4 on the season. BPC at West Central next week. Clock down to 25 seconds to play. I'm not even sure. I thought BPC should have to take one more snap here, but looks like they are, and just going to take Neal down. Victory formation, 10 seconds to go. Snap, and there's the kneel, and that will do it. 46-6 is your final score here tonight from Peoria Heights. As again, the Spartans are going to move to 4-1. Patriots are going to drop to 1-4. And again, like I said earlier, if you missed it, gave Coach Schisler the option of coming up the hill or not to talk to us here on the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show. We're going to step aside for a couple moments, and we'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. or like circles, or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
We're back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Yeah, I know. I gave him the option. Coach Sisler is on his way up. We can tell you about JoJo's Gaming Parlor. They offer the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. 46-6 again, the final score. As I said, Coach Sisler is making his way up here, so we'll do this. We're going to step aside for a couple of moments. We'll be back here on a TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Working at MDH feels special to me because I'm also from a small community like MDH, and I love to be able to care for communities like this and be able to give them high standards of excellence with medical care as possible. You know, some people like to take more of a medical approach to their care. Some people like to take more of a holistic. And I just want to be able to make their plan of care as individualized as possible.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We're doing it old school here with sharing the mic. But, Coach, congratulations, first of all, on the win. Just dominant offensive performance there. You know, and the defense, after that, one score for the Patriots. Just great defense from you guys tonight.
Yeah, defense was awesome. You know, we came out that first half, or first quarter was a little sloppy, our offense. That's why I told these guys, I'm like, we never want to go in and we want to play down to a team and stuff like that. You know, the offense picked it up a lot in the second, third, and fourth quarter. You know, our defense is so stout, though. It's insane. Jake Willey's out there making plays, awesome coverage tonight. We knew they wanted to pass, and I was like, we have to shut it down. So, great statement game for us for sure.
Yeah, and again, you know, Lane Huffman, ho-hum, you know, he doesn't have 7 touchdowns tonight, but he had touchdown runs of 27, 6, 31, 15, 57, or not 15, that was the pass, 57 and 60 tonight, and upwards about over 200 yards.
Yeah, so Lane, with those last 2 games, you know, he likes those long plays. He likes just getting the ball handed off to him once and going to score a touchdown. I'm like, your yards are going to come. You know, we got to chip away. Right. But you know, props to them. Their D-line, their edge rushers, they're good. You know, they were playing assignment football, and they kind of shut us down there a little bit in that first half. But we came out firing in the second half, and I think it, you know, just sticking with it.
Yeah, just all good performance from you guys again, and won't keep you much longer. But I know a trip to West Central next week. They did win tonight, I believe, over Galvez. So, you know, defending state champions. You know, they lost a lot. The cupboards were a little bare, but they've got their first win. And anytime you go over to West Central, you've got to bring your A game to that contest.
Yep, absolutely. Coach Kirby's a really good coach over there, and he's going to coach those guys well. Like I said, we've got to play our brand of football every single week. We can't play down to the competition that we're playing. We've got to play our brand, and as long as these guys keep that in mind, we're going to be fine.
Well, and a good start to this because you guys finished with 4 of your last 5 on the road, and you know this is step 1. You can't look past 1 week to the next, but This is 1 week. You got another one, and then you'll be back home for senior night here in a couple weeks.
Oh yeah, looking forward to it.
All right.
Looking forward to it.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate you coming, making the long trek up the hill, and it's always better when it's a win, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, for sure.
Okay, Coach. We'll let you guys go. I know we got the long trip back to Bushnell here tonight, so congratulations on the win, and we'll talk to you next Friday at West Central. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. All right, for Coach Sisler coming up and joining us here on the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show, and that's going to wrap it up tonight. Again, 46-6, the final score. BPC on top, and want to wish everybody a safe and great weekend, and we'll talk to you next Friday night at West Central. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks so much.